I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Mine was very similar. I'm gonna put Dive in my bitch. I knew what you were gonna say. I was like, let's go. All right, keep going.
Cozy Takes, a Cozy Fam production. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Don Johnson, here with
Winston T, man.
You know who it is. But, guys, today we're here. It's an artist spotlight day. A little different than what we usually do. But today, we're talking Baby Keem. Best rapper, or best new rapper, probably in the game right now, I think.
I can agree.
Because one thing that he's doing that a lot of other artists ain't doing is making up new languages. And me and Winston kind of talked about this last time. He's bringing something fresh to the rap game that we haven't seen before. So we're going to go through his albums. We're going to go through Die For Your Bitch, Die For My Bitch. We're going to go through Melodic Blue and The Sound of Bad Habit. And we're going to go through some of our favorite songs, maybe some songs that are underrated, and put you guys on. So, here we go. Where do you want to start?
I guess the best place we could start is with The Sound of Bad Habit, man. So that was actually an album I haven't listened to by him until probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I gotta say, I don't know where I'm gonna rank it because I was trying to think in my head, where do I rank these 3 albums?
Facts.
And every time I listen to them, I'm like, bro, like, I can't rank these, but the best way to describe these albums is like literally a Baby Keem album.
Yeah, they all low key. I was listening to Sound of Bad Habit, and you can see how much he's grown though.
Yeah.
Actually, in terms of, I think sonically he's grown a lot, but his lyrics, especially, have gotten so much better over the years. But he still has that playful attitude that he's always had.
And another thing that I wanted to bring up about that was the fact that, like, I think that he's honed in on the sound of, like, first of all, I don't even know how to describe the way he raps. Like, his voices, he has different voices, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, the beat switches, man. I want to say this. I want to crown him as the king of beat switches right now.
Oh.
The king of beat switches
There's
right now.
a lot of kings of beat switches, though.
The thing is, he's using beat switches like 3 or 4 on an album. And there's probably like...
That's facts. That's facts.
There are so many beat switches, and I love the way his use of like 808s and stuff, bro. Especially for a perfect example is literally Bust Her Up, bro. Bust Her Up is a beautiful song, bro.
Banger.
Die For My Bitch. It's on Die For My Bitch. If you haven't listened to Die For My Bitch, definitely check it out. Got a lot of praise from Drake and some other rappers back in 2019. That's when I first heard it. Because I was like, who the hell is Baby Keem? Why is he getting all this praise right now? And I listened to Die For My Bitch one time on the way to New York. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I like it. But when I listen to it now compared to then, bro.
It grows on you.
Bro,
It
it's
definitely
different.
Grows. Like, Stats is probably one of my favorite Baby Keem songs still. It's one of the more popular Baby Keem songs. But Orange Soda.
Okay.
Gas.
We got to talk about that because
do you
I agree.
disagree? Oh.
No, because I was listening to the album today, bro.
I was about to get pissed. All right, go ahead. If you said Orange Soda was horrible, I was about to get mad. But go ahead.
No, hell no, bro. Because I remember it got played on TikTok or whatever. That's why I first heard it. And then I was listening to it today for the first time in months.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, I forgot how hard this song
That
is.
shit clean. I'm telling you. Okay, so I really like Orange Soda. The first time I heard Orange Soda, I saw the music video.
Okay.
Music video is fire, by the way. We're all
Fire.
videographers and shit. That shit's fire. Like, his use of lighting in that video, he mixes up the shots. They're super crazy, and that's one of the things about Baby Keem that's crazy too. Is his videos. Like the
Right.
Family Ties video,
Right.
is crazy. Like, I know you guys probably saw the part where he's going like this, and then he goes in to his silhouette, and then comes back out of it. Crazy. No one else is doing an edit like that. No one else is shooting videos with just layers on layers of frames. No one's doing that. Except for Baby Keem. And that's why I think we need to appreciate Baby Keem.
No, facts. So, like I said, we'll start with The Sound of Bad Habit, bro. A couple of my favorite songs on here. I really love Wolves, man. I think Wolves is a good intro, and I don't know, it's just like the perfect intro to Baby Keem, because that's literally who he is.
Yeah.
And that's another example of like his 808 usage and his beat selection is literally Baby Keem beats. Like I listen to these beats and I'm like, that's a Baby Keem beat. And I think he's like getting in his own tax bracket kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like we talked about in the last episode, he's definitely getting his respects from a lot of rappers now. We have him on the What's Next feature, even though it's gone now or whatever.
Yeah.
He's working with Kanye. He was on Life of a Don. Like he's having quite the year. It's more than like guaranteed that if Kendrick drops this year, we're gonna see Baby Keem on the album.
Yeah,
100%.
And I think I said that on the last episode. I think I said that if he got part of PG Lang, but I think it's now confirmed that he's part of that PG Lang creative, which is so dope.
Right.
And like you said, pretty much guarantees that we'll probably see him on a Kendrick album.
Exactly.
But on Sound of Bad Habit, Monsters.com.
Okay.
I fuck with that song hella heavy. I just think it's a Baby Keem fashion song, and he repeats "She's a Monster" like 40 million times, but it's a good song. I mean, it gets you lit, and that's a lot of the songs on this album. It's a Baby Keem album, and I think the outro, Baby Keem, we talk about intros and outros.
God, I love that song, man.
It's probably one of the best songs on the album too, Baby Keem, and he really. I thought that he had just started saying like it's two phone Baby Keem. Been saying two phone Baby Keem, and I didn't know that. And I think it's great that he has not changed.
Right.
He's the same person.
He's the same person, and that's another thing that I wanted to say earlier that I don't know if I really touched on. You said that sonically he's definitely improved and stuff, but I feel like that root Baby Keem is still here. Like from the Sound of a Bad Habit to the Melodic Blue, you can still hear hints of the same kind of rapping. Especially the Sound of a Bad Habit and Die for My Bitch sound very similar to me.
Yeah.
But like you said, he's still getting better and improving.
But what do you think changed? What do you think changed with Melodic Blue? Because I think Melodic Blue is different in a way.
I think what changed, I wouldn't say it's an experimental album, but I would say compared to his past two albums, he's experimenting.
He's definitely taking a leap from what he usually does. Like, for example, the song 16 is a more vulnerable song that we've seen from Baby Keem.
Right.
And before we've seen just like him, talking his shit. But that's more of like in 16 issues on that album, like those are some songs that are like more vulnerable and more, I don't know, like deep down. Like it takes a little more out of you to like make a song like that than it does to make like a Baby Keem song. You know what I'm saying?
And while we're on the topic of the Melodic Blue, I guess we'll just fast forward over there. I want to talk about Trademark USA. Talk about starting an album the right way. Literally, we talked
about it in the last episode, bro. I'm telling you, son.
Trademark USA, like when I first listened to this album, I'm gonna be honest, he dropped his, if I'm not mistaken, a little bit after CLB and Donda. So I was still caught up in that hype. So when I first listened to this album, it actually took me like a week or two to listen to it for the first time. When I first did, I was like, but let's just first listen. Everyone with first listen is mostly like that. Yeah. So of course I came back again, and bro, when I tell you, I listened to that first part of Trademark USA on replay. That shit's so hard, dude. He's just got such like a unique style, and it's just refreshing to see right now, especially with rap, man. Because rap is so easy.
He even said it. He said rap is boring right now, son. Like I'm telling you, like. There was a tweet, I think it was by Baby Keem, or it might have been by Kendrick. I think it was Baby Keem. But they basically said that him and Kendrick have made up 6 different languages because they're tired of rap. And I appreciate it. To be honest, like it's something new. Like I said before, it's something new. It's something fresh. And I think he's only going to get better. Like I said last episode too, he's only going to get better. So I want to talk about South Africa.
Okay.
Specifically, because I set this man South Africa, and he said, I didn't really like that one, bro.
I didn't like it at first.
But that shit's hard.
I like it now, yeah.
Because, and this comes back to the motto is, if you don't like an album first listen, run it back. Exactly. Because you're gonna end up liking something. So like, South Africa was one of my favorite songs. I mentioned on the last episode that Lost Souls, the Brent Faiyaz version, and the regular version actually, are both really good songs. Those took a while to grow on me too. The song Boo Man that he mentioned.
God, bro. First listen, that was my favorite.
Dude, Boo Man, its beat. And the fact that he's producing beats like Boo Man, so impressive. So impressive, dude. And we talked about his production being improved too.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Boo Man is definitely my favorite the first time I listened. It looks like, based on these like listens, it looks like it's one of the less popular songs on here, but I promise you, man, check out Boo Man again. That's guitar sample or whatever he sampled, bro, is just insane. And the way he chopped it up. And also, bro, I don't know, I'm sexy and blessed gets stuck in my head all the time. I'm like, hey, I'm sexy and blessed. Hey, like that shit is too hard, man. Okay, now that we're also on the topic of melodic blues still, I want to talk about Family Ties. A lot of people have been saying, I saw a hot take on this one page. I totally forgot. I think it's Rap Direct. Mm-hmm. They said that that's the rap song of the year. And I honestly don't think it's a bad take.
I don't think it's a bad take neither, because you got somebody who's just coming into the game that is hot. Right. And then you got a legend, right? Mm-hmm. And the fact that they're related makes it that much bigger. Right. And not only that, but it's different. Like you got freaking Kendrick Lamar saying brother over and over again, like at the end, and that's something we've never heard before. I keep saying that it's something we never heard before, and the fact that it was so different,
right?
And I think that's what makes it like one of the top rap songs because it kind of like pushed the boundaries a little bit.
Right. Also, because you were talking about 16 earlier, did you hear that today that that was supposed to be Kendrick's beat and Keem stole from him?
Which one? 16.
No way, dude. I was reading about it today.
That was today.
It was like I think it was an old thing because Keem just announced that the beat was 16.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, bro, like
the fact that they're working that close together too. You know what I'm saying?
Family ties, literally, bro.
Family ties. I said First Order of Business on Melodic Blue is one of my favorite songs too, which it is. It's a downtone song. I really like it though. It's a vibe. But there was a lot of songs that I really liked on Melodic Blue, but as we both said, it takes a little bit to grow on you, like because it's so new. So I think Melodic Blue. I want to ask you the question: what is his best album?
Okay. So to speak on that, it's hard. But if I'm gonna say his best, I don't know, bro. If I'm gonna say his best, I'm gonna have to go with the Melodic Blue, just because. I mean, I feel like he's been improving, as we just talked about. He's been improving every album.
Yeah.
But me saying that's his best doesn't mean that's necessarily my favorite. I couldn't even tell you what my favorite is by him right now, so do not ask.
Mm-hmm.
How about you though? What do you think his best is?
I have to go with Melodic Blue too, just because, like you said, it's newer for him, and he's doing something different for his sound. Like he's pushed the boundaries. Like a lot of his beats, I feel like on "Die for My Bitch" and on "The Sound of Bad Habit," they didn't necessarily sound the same, but they had the same kind of vibe to them.
Yeah, a perfect way to put it.
So I think, but there was a new vibe on Melodic Blue. Like
for real.
There was still that Trademark USA, for example. Like there's still like Gorgeous. It was something I never heard before.
Right.
Like I really like the song Gorgeous, but like I've never heard of Baby Keem song like that before.
Right.
Like First Order of Business was something new for him too. But you also have songs like Do-Rag Activity that is a Baby Keem song. It sounds like a Baby Keem song. Like Scars does not sound like a regular Baby Keem song.
Coco too.
Coco too doesn't sound like a regular Baby Keem song. But like, we need to talk about Range Brothers.
Okay, so I was just about to ask you, bro. We talk about it every now and then, bro. Like thoughts on Range Brothers. So for me, first beat I love. Second beat.
Top of the morning. That shit's hard though. That shit's cool.
Okay, it still hasn't grown on me, bro. It still hasn't grown on me.
Do you need me to tell you to listen to it again?
I've listened so many times. I literally will be turning up and then I hear, let's get this shit. And I'm like, bro. Like
top of the morning. Come on. Like I think also it was good because it took TikTok too. Yeah. Because TikTok blows everything up.
Exactly.
And when they caught on to that shit, it was over.
Right.
Like, for me, at first, when I first heard it, just like everybody else, I was like, what the hell is this? Like, why am I listening to this Kendrick Lamar song that sounds like this? Like, I would never expect to hear this from Kendrick. Of course. But it didn't necessarily grow on me. I feel like this is the same way when I talk about Jump Out the House. Mm-hmm. It didn't necessarily grow on me. I guess it did. But it's almost like I just have learned to appreciate it. Like, okay, that's fair. I don't even know because that's a good way to put it. It's stupid. Like it's dumb. It's dumb. But that's his intention. I think it is. I 100%
you know what I'm
agree.
Saying?
Yeah, 100% so agree. That's my take on it, I guess.
No, not even a bad take. Listen, Range Brothers, I still love the song. Of course, I'm not hating on Kendrick just because of that one thing. I think it's silly. I think it's stupid. Mm-hmm. But it's still a great song all around. Mm-hmm. I'm taking Trademark USA over Range Brothers though.
Oh, 100%. I'm taking Range Brothers, and Range Brothers over half of these songs on this album.
You're taking Trademark over?
I'm taking Range Brothers over, or I'm taking a bunch of these songs over Range Brothers. Okay, sorry, I worded that wrong. Like Gorgeous, I'm taking over Range Brothers. Okay. Lost Souls, I'm taking over Range Brothers. Family Ties, obviously. Do-Rag Activity, taking it over Range Brothers. Like, there's a lot of songs that are better than that, but it's just it's a meme song. And that's why I like it.
It is a meme song. It is a meme song. On the topic of intros, though, we're going to Die For My Bitch. Stats, Wolves, and Trademark USA is how we started 3 albums, and it's easy for me to say that those 3 songs are some in my top 10 favorite Baby Keem songs. Stats is another one of his Beat Switch songs, and the Beat Switch is done so fire.
I think that's the best Beat Switch song.
I can agree with that.
Come on, there's so many of them to choose from, but Stats, I don't know, because it comes out of nowhere. Because when the first time I heard Stats, I was late to Baby Keem. I think like a lot of people that were late to Baby Keem. Oh yeah. But I was late to Baby Keem, and when I heard that for the first time, and everybody was like, "Yo, you haven't heard the Stats Beat Switch yet?" And I was like, ooh, that shit is hard.
That shit is hard. That's the best way to put it. Stats, man. And then the first 3 intro tracks are actually really good. Because I was just listening to this album today. Like I told you, listened probably twice.
Yeah.
Again, Stats, Honest to Invented It is fire.
Yeah.
We were talking about France Freestyle a couple days ago too.
France Freestyle took a little bit to grow on me too, but that shit's hard. Like I don't know, cause it switches again. Like it's same through the first part, but he switches like the melody towards the end.
Right.
And like when I heard that, I was like, well, you gotta listen through to every single Baby Keem song because you don't know what's gonna happen at the very end. And I think it's a good thing that he does because then it like attracts more listeners because it makes listeners listen for the whole entire song because they're like, oh, what if Baby Keem switches the fucking beat again?
Right.
So.
And another thing to build off of that is like, just the way that he says stuff is like, gets stuck in your head. You know what I mean? Like for example, when I said, "Hey, I'm sexy, I'm blessed," that shit gets stuck in my head just because that's the way he said it.
Hey,
yeah.
Because I explained this to you earlier. I don't even know when I told you this, but I told you a while ago. I feel like Baby Keem sounds like Kendrick Lamar when Kendrick Lamar is playing around.
Yes, sir.
Like when Kendrick Lamar is trying to be goofy and trying to be like extra and like do random, like I don't even know how to describe it, but like trying to do random shit. I feel like that's what Baby Keem does so well, and I think he might even do it better than Kendrick.
It's not even a bad, because I want to say that
it's a bold take though.
It's a bold take, but also like you have to think about this. Kendrick wasn't really experimenting as much as Baby Keem does on these songs. For example, Kendrick's been recently doing it way more. The way that I say Kendrick experiments is by his like 12 different voices that he has.
Yeah,
and that's like the way he does it, and I feel like Keem latched onto that and was like, let me see what I can do with this, you know, kind of thing, because. Like he said, he knew that they were always cousins, but he told like in an interview, he said that he never would reach out to him for advice and stuff. He's like, let me wait till I get up.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's respectable. Bro.
That's respectable because all of a sudden you're not using your family ties. You're not using your family ties to ultimately like get your fame. Like,
literally,
he said, I'm going to make it because I actually put the work in, which he did.
Right.
But I wanted to ask you this.
What's up?
Do you think Baby Keem is challenging Kendrick?
I don't see it in that way.
Not like challenging him as like the greatest ever rapper or whatever. I'm saying challenging him as like in his artistic process.
That's tough to say. That's tough to say only because only because of Damn, you know, because Damn, it would be, out of every album that Kendrick's had, I would say that Damn's the experimental album, and I think that's what the start of the wave or whatever. And a lot of rumors were going around about him having like a rock album or whatever the hell. So that's the only reason that I can't say I can't 100% say, but I do feel like Baby Keem has pushed him. I feel like in that way, so it's like yes and no.
Yeah, it is yes and no because I feel like Baby Keem brings something that's kind of familiar to Kendrick. Like Kendrick's like hearing Baby Keem's music. It's like, yeah, I can kind of hear myself in it. But then all of a sudden he's like, why is Baby Keem doing some of the stuff that I do so well? And like now Baby Keem's starting to see that like, yeah, look, like I'm like on that level, like different type of rap, obviously,
right.
But like he's challenging him in a way, saying like, okay, I can do it just as good as you now. Like, let's get better together.
Yeah.
And like that PG Lang shit is, I feel like, where they're going to just blossom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because all of a sudden, like, Kendrick still is to release his last TDE album, which I'm excited for.
Right.
But after that is where I'm like, okay, where's PG Lang going, and what can it accomplish?
Exactly. That's not even a bad take, man. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. That was my next question I was going to ask you. Like, what do you want next from Baby Keem, or what do you think is next from Baby Keem?
For Baby Keem, I want more features. I feel like he's in a lot of features, but I want him to more features from Kendrick, and I want him to stay the same, dude. I don't want him to like stray away from what he's doing right now because, like we said, it's new. And like and what he can do from now on,
right,
is start something, start trends,
exactly.
Start like all of a sudden everybody starts rapping like Baby Keem, just like everybody started rapping like Playboy Cardi.
Exactly.
And Baby Keem can do that, and I feel like if he continues to be himself, he can get to that point where he's influencing like the whole rap game.
I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I love the way I think his style is so unique, and I was even saying this earlier. That like I think he's slowly creeping in my top 5 favorite right now.
Really, I honestly wouldn't disagree with you because like it's just I've said this like a million times in this whole episode. It's new, like it's fresh. It's something like that rap needed. I think.
I agree. I was re-listening to this album today, like I said earlier, but the song right before "Apologize," "Not My Bro," was one that I flew over my head multiple times, and I listened to it today, and I was like, Wait, why do I low-key like this? Because first of all, it's got another beat switch. Second of all, like the way he starts and then he switches the beat, just like, bro, like that's a Baby Keem song. He's gonna repeat some shit for a minute or 2 minutes, and you're like, I low-key mess with this. In a sense, kind of reminds me of Cardi. In a sense, he reminds me of Cardi.
So is Cardi influencing Baby Keem in a way? You think?
I don't see it I don't see it in that way. The only reason I say I see Cardi in Keem is because they have very similar styles. For example, they're dropping these albums and like at least for Die For My Bitch and Sound a Bad Habit, I feel like they're not saying much, but you're still like turning up. Like sometimes listening to what Keem says, I like laugh because I'm like that's a funny bar.
Yeah.
I'm like that's a funny bar. Like why would he say that? Or like why would he say it like that type shit?
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with Cardi. I'm listening to Cardi. And Cardi's like, made a milk for my mama, all that mumbling shit. I'm like, what? That's funny, but it's lit. Like, that's the truth.
And that's literally what these artists bring. What a lot of these new artists are bringing is fun over lyrics. Like, Sofego, it's fun over lyrics.
Exactly.
With Cardi, it's always been fun over lyrics. Like, Lil Uzi, it's always been fun over lyrics.
Yeah.
And they've been here for a long time. Now, you could technically say Uzi, you could technically say Cardi are vets at this point.
I agree.
You could say they're vets at this point. So they've been doing this and influencing the game like for a long time now. But that fun shit over that lyrical shit is definitely in right now.
It is.
And if people are continuing to do it, I fuck with it. So I say keep doing it. So
Keep doing it and make it good. Because, like, with that fun shit, a lot of people take it the wrong way and then put out, like, as we say, these minute-long songs. Yeah. And not to let Baby Keem slide. Die For My Bitch has a bunch of 2-minute, 1-minute songs. I'm looking at it right now.
We're not letting it slide.
I'm not letting it slide. I'm just saying that, like, if you're going to make a 1-minute, 2-minute song, first of all, make it catchy, like he does. And a lot of, like, other rappers, like Cash Dami does the same thing, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. But it's more like you're just listening to listen. I think that Baby Keem is, like, on the cuff. Is that the word cuff?
Cusp.
The cusp, yeah. The cusp of, like, what's it called? Of, like, not being, like, a rapper and being a rapper.
Because he still has some bars.
Yeah, he still has bars, but he also is like having fun. For like example, like he's on the cusp of being like in like a trap playlist, but also being on a lyrical playlist. That's how I put it.
That is true. And honestly, like that's the versatility, and that's the versatility we need, and that's the versatility like we all want. Like I don't know, Baby Keem is up next. He's already here. Like I shouldn't even say he's up next. He's already here. He's showing out. And I think his first 3 albums are good, really good, and that his 4th may be one for the ages.
Yeah, man. So something else I want to talk about is a song that not a lot of people talk about. Hooligan and Sons and Critics was released last year in 2020.
Yes, sir.
And Hooligan I would listen to religiously. Like religiously I would listen to that song. Just because, first of all, the beat was crazy. The shit he was saying was crazy. And like I said, it's one of those things that just gets stuck in your head. He says, I cannot fuck with no corny bitch. I was like, what? Like, that just is random.
And I feel like he just speaks straight from the heart and he just says whatever the fuck he wants. And that's what Baby Keem does.
Yes, bro, literally. He also, I think he owns the word bitch. Can we just agree on that too?
Like, he literally has an album called Die For My Bitch. But another song I wanted to talk about, because we already talked about the Don Toliver album. He's on a song called Outer Space with Don Toliver, which has another beat switch. Baby Keem.
The king of beat switches.
Just crown him as at this point king of beat switches. Second, Frank Ocean, but just because of Nights.
Nights different.
That's besides the topic. But Outer Space, I think it's one of the better albums on Life of Don. It's a good song, but I mean it falls in like top 5 for me. But Outer Space, another beat switch. His bars, his flow on that song, crazy. Like just gives off a good vibe. It's the same vibe as the whole entire album, but has that Outer Space vibe, hence the name. But I really like the song, and I think it's one of Baby Keem's better features. It's not a feature, but I think it's one of Baby Keem's better features for the whole year. So
I agree with what you're saying. We need more features from Baby Keem though, because we were just looking through this thing, and I just realized his This Is playlist on Spotify. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about. Literally, not that many features from this man.
Yeah, and that's why I say I would need more features from Baby Keem. Like we've had the Don Toliver one, we had all the Donda features. Or that one Donda feature, but we need more. Baby Keem.
I forgot, bro. I always forget that he's on Praise God. Like, I know that he was on the album, but, bro, he did his thing on Praise God.
He did his thing on Praise God. And, like, if we can get more features like that from Baby Keem, come on, bro. And Baby Keem, come on, bro.
To bring up a point you brought up earlier about his versatility and also the point about Outer Space being on this Don Toliver beat, but he's still, like, maintaining his ground. just another proof of this man's versatility. And that makes me 10 times more excited, bro. 10 times more excited for his next album or whatever's next. But now, the hard question. This is a hard question. I said we weren't going to do it, but we're going to do it. We're going to rank his 3 albums. I'm going to let you go first, though.
Yeah, let me go first.
Yeah, so you got to put...
the spot.
No, this isn't best. This is our favorites. This would be our favorites.
It's our favorites?
Yeah,
Shit.
you don't got to do it by best. Because if I did best, it's going to be from the newest to the oldest.
That's true.
That's how I feel.
So, if we're ranking it from, like, likability,
yeah.
or, I don't know, enjoyability?
Likability, whatever.
I'm going Die For My Bitch at 1.
Okay.
And I have to go Melodic Blue, Sound of Bad Habit.
Okay. Fair game. So, I'm not even going to lie to you, bro. Mine is very similar. I'm going to put Die For My Bitch.
I knew what you were going to say. I was like, let's go. All right, keep going.
Die For My Bitch is definitely number 1. But just because I do enjoy Melodic Blue, but I'm putting Sound of Bad Habit at 2.
Yeah.
And I'm putting Melodic Blue at 3. But I love Melodic Blue. I love all of his albums. I'm just saying, recently I've listened to Die For My Bitch and The Sound of Bad Habit 10 times more than I have Melodic Blue just to prepare for this episode.
Yeah.
So, me listening to this new sound, because Sound of Bad Habit's brand new, and I've been listening to Melodic Blue for a week or two, it's like, whoa, like, I didn't realize what this dude can do. So that's what I'm putting at right now for my likability. In the long run, though, Melodic Blues is best in my opinion. It'll probably end up being my favorite in my opinion. Because I just listen to this dude and I'm like, bro, there's so much to like unpack with this dude. And I keep calling him the king of beat switches, but that's what makes me like him so much, honestly.
Yeah, the beat switches and the fact that he produces a lot of his stuff is so impressive.
Exactly.
And the fact that he's so young and he's doing all this, like, he has so much more to come. I said this already. Baby Keem has so much more to come, and I cannot wait for his other album.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, Cozy Takes, listeners, thank you guys for tuning in. This is episode 3. This is season 2. This is Don Johnson. This is Winston T.
Let's get it.
And we're signing off. Appreciate y'all.